To have the ability to convince an audience into believing what you are intending to say, it is necessary to know the three rhetorical appeals, these being ethos, pathos, and logos, well known by those who write a lot of persuasive essays. These three appeals serve to convince an audience into understanding your argument and trusting or changing their perspective. Let us begin with the appeals to one ethics. Ethos combines the audience by authority and credibility, claiming that what is being said or written is coming from someone notable or experienced in the field, or even just a celebrity or someone well known by the public that enhances the trust the audience has on the arguments. So, allow me to illustrate you with two examples of the everyday ethos you may see simply in advertisements, beginning with a Kit Kat chocolate advertisement that starts with a lot of kids with said chocolate, after showing them a man named Christopher Catlin, who is the Chief Breaks Officer CBO in the Kit Kat company, and he started explaining how the chocolate looks and tastes and how carefully it's made, adding many other sensorial details to the description while in the screen the public sees a chocolate bar with visually pleasing content. In the advertisements that the appeal to ethos can be when a representative of the company, someone that knows how the chocolate are made and experienced it on the field, is describing the chocolate, making his statement more credibility by his authority and experience.
Every corner, every edge, every finger of every bar has been carefully considered and crafted to create a beautifully immersive and multi-sensory experience. And it really does taste as good as it looks. With adjustable orientation, it works perfectly in portrait or landscape for a truly panoramic taste experience that will leave you up in the cloud. With global coverage, you can take it literally anywhere, even to work. At an extremely unequivocal 10mm thick, 1 finger long and 4 fingers wide, KitKat is the perfect second screen companion, compatible with all liquid accessories.
The second example is a Gatorade 80 featuring two important basketball players, Kevin Durant and Dwayne Wade. It begins with Durant in a game and not getting the basket, waking him up from his dream as if it was a nightmare and making him train even harder for said game. In the way of training, he enjoys different Gatorade products until he sees fit. Later, that scene of the game is repeated, but this time Dwayne is the one that is not capable of stopping Durant from getting the basket and once again wakes up if it was a nightmare. The ethos appeal is in the presence of both of the basketball players who are popular around the audience and have experienced it in the sports field, which will combine the audience into consuming Gatorade products as some with experience in the sport is consuming them.
Left of the fourth. Miami leads by 2.
As mentioned before by my partner Villescas, there are 3 appeals used to combine someone in rhetoric, and I'm going to explain the second one, which is pathos. Pathos appeals to emotions, meaning that it tries to reach to the audience in a personal way, as some may feel an interest if there is no emotional bond in the argument, making the audience feel as if they were emotionally involved in the issue or that they may share different attitudes, beliefs, or values with the speaker or writer, which will provide more credibility and make the audience feel identified and part of what the author is saying, leading to eventually persuade them by the feeling intended, resulting with the author succeeding in the art of convincing. With that being said, here are two examples of pathos advertisements that will help you in have a better understanding on what I'm trying to say. First, here's a beer ad which starts with showing the relationship of a dog and his owner. Both of them play, eat, and literally pass all the time together as the owner seems to be living alone. After this, it is shown that the owner is going to a party with his friends. He says goodbye to his dog, and we are shown that the dog is just waiting and waiting for him to come back, even whining by how desperate it is. After that, a message appears on a black screen, saying how some keep waiting forever, implying that the owner never came back. But at the end, the owner comes back home and tells his dog that just stay the night as he didn't want to drive drunk. It ends with the logo of Budweiser beer and the hashtag Friends Are Waiting, as this ad was more of a not drinking while driving campaign. The advertisement described contains pathos in the sense that it is used the dog as a way of being relatable for the audience and making them feel maybe guilty or sadness for the dog, as it implies that the owner died and he was going to be left alone. They also use it when they stated, for some, the wait never ended, giving a feeling that it is not only for dogs but also people who were waiting for someone that never came back. All these details makes the audience feel a sense of responsibility and different feelings that may convince them of not driving while drinking, which makes the message of the ad successful.
You and me, we were made for love. A lifetime is not long enough to show you what you mean to me. Ooh, I'll be waiting here for you when you come home to me.
I'll see you later, buddy. Hey, I'm sorry. I decided I shouldn't drive home last night. I stayed at Dave.
Ooh, when you come home
I'm back. I'm back.
to me.
Yeah, I'm back.
The next one is a Coca-Cola ad about two brothers. We're first shown how the older brother annoys the younger with petty things such as hitting his cap when he's playing games or running away with the umbrella when it's raining and they only have one, and many other situations. Later, the younger brother is sitting on a bench about to drink some of his Coke when three kids come and steal it from him and bully him until the other brother comes along and scares the bullies, getting back the Coke and giving it back to his brother. It ends with the younger drinking some of the Coke and his brother pushing it so that he spills some on himself and showing the Coca-Cola logo. In this advertisement, pathos is applied by the way they first show the relationship of the two brothers, as it can be relatable for the audience with siblings. Also, it is a relationship that can also be seen in friendships and is just wholesome for the audience to see and feel empathy for them. Then, it is once again used when the other brother defends his little brother. Such is seen as an act of kindness that anyone would feel empathy for, and thus convincing the audience that this was just family friendly and good nature, such as the drink they want you to buy.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, brother, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, the sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. I'm far from home, oh brother, I will hear you call. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
We have already seen two of the main appeals in persuasion, which is the Eros with my teammate Villescas and the Paros with my teammate Diana. But now we are going to view probably the easiest appeal to using an argument, that is logos. Okay, logos is the second or maybe the easiest to manage, because when trying to support an argument or combines an audience, it appeals mainly to the logic of the people. Moreover, the use of this logic thinking complemented with facts, statistics, and numbers create a solid base for the ideas and goals that the author wants to achieve in the reader. With the meaning of logos in mind at this moment, now we can see two advertisement examples in which the use of this appeal is more than evident. The first advertisement of Verizon begins with a guy using his phone while the narrator implies that he is in the Verizon network. Then it is shown a graphic with the map of the US in which it is seen that a lot of people across the country operates in this network. After this, the camera focuses on another guy walking in the same place as the other and also using the phone. This time, the narrator makes the viewer understand that he is in the AT&T network, and then is presented another graph of the US with people using that company. Finally, they compare the two graphs on the screen and show that Verizon is more used than AT&T and thus better. Okay, the use of logos here is very noticeable with one thing, the graphs. Since there are presented trusted statistics in which Verizon has more users than the competition, these graphs support the idea that Verizon is the best and most used, and in consequence, persuading the audience to change to this company.
If you want to know why your 3G coverage works so well on Verizon Wireless, there's a map for that. Or why you can watch videos at 3G speed almost anywhere, there's a map for that. And if you want to know why some people have spotty 3G coverage, there's a map for that too. Yup, with 5 times more 3G coverage than the nation's #2 wireless company, there's lots of reasons to switch to Verizon Wireless. Come in now for great deals on 3G phones, like the Samsung Rogue for $99.99.
The second advertisement starts showing a person using every day the Colgate Optic White toothpaste. Then it is put an image with the box of the pasta compared with a brand of other toothpaste, and show a statistic fact that this new Colgate toothpaste can clean the teeth the twice of what the others can do. Finally, they show again the person using the Colgate toothpaste, and at the end of the advertisement, she shows her teeth being this very clean and white, and thus reinforcing the idea that what Colgate said in the ad was the truth. This time, logos are also evident in the part of the graph image in which it is stated that the fact that Colgate can double the clean of the teeth than other branches. Also, it is logically implied that this is true when the smile of the woman is shown at the end.
Now your most dazzling accessory can be your smile with new Colgate Optic White Dual Action Toothpaste. Its dual action formula shines and whitens over 2 shades more than a leading whitening toothpaste. So with new Colgate Optic White Dual Action, the only accessory you need to shine is your smile. Colgate Optic White Dual Action. Whiter teeth in 1 week. Try Optic White mouthwash. To whiten more, use the whole line from Colgate Optic White.
We generally apply the 3 appeals of persuasion in our daily life to give basis to our doubts and opinions, and prove to others that they are true to persuade these people in a well-structured form. They are fundamental pillars of everything. Without them, no one will believe in what other thinks and express. Thanks for watching this video.